Alright guys, as you guys are watching right now, you guys are going to be able to see that Wind Archer as well as Green Tea Mousse cookie is actually going to be part of the meta right now with Shadow Milk Cookie's release. So you guys are going to be able to see that this team is going to be a counter to a very popular comp right now. And let's get into the review as well as the topping settings and exactly what you guys should be focusing on. Alright guys, so if you guys just watched that battle, you guys were able to see that Wind Archer is back into the meta. So you guys already know that Wind Archer was the one that was targeted the most along with Mystic Flower after the release of Shadow Milk Cookie. And I actually did put Mystic Flower into the SS tier, as well as Wind Archer kind of saying that he might be out of the meta, but of course he is still going to be the secondary best DPS alongside someone like, especially if you don't have someone like Burning Spice, Darker Cat, or Shadow Milk. But here we go, guys. This is actually a comp that is really popular right now. So if you guys actually go and look at the ranking system, the top players are actually all using this particular comp. So this was shared early this morning, at least in the US time, and it is going to be using Green Tea Mousse with Golden Cheese, Shadow Milk, as well as Wind Archer and Mystic Flower. So let me go over the topping real quick and then talk about the things that you need to watch out for as well. For the topping for Green Tea Mousse, as you guys can see, mine is only a 3-star promotion. Of course, if you guys have it higher, then that's going to be good because the overall survivability is going to go up a little bit. But the main focus of the topping is going to be in the damage resist, defense, as well as HP. So you want Green Tea Mousse to survive as long as possible with the taunt in order to help the other cookies survive. So along with the toppings, the biscuit is going to be focusing on mostly damage resist. If you can get all 4 damage resists, great. If you can't, get at least 3 of them. And then, of course, any like debuff resist, HP, defense, those survivability stuff are going to be key. I don't have any cooldown because she is just going to use her skill most likely once, maybe twice, and then die off, because that is her job, to just taunt and keep other cookies alive. Next one is going to be Shadow Milk Cookie. So Shadow Milk Cookie actually does seem to have 2 different builds. There is going to be that 1-second build as well as the 2-second build, but the one that I'm going to go with is going to be the 1-second build, having a little bit of faster cooldown in order to use the skill and get a head start compared to some of the 2-second start. Of course, you're going to be lacking a bit of damage just because of the fact that you are going to be missing out on a total like 60% extra damage, but that 1 second and the ability to use a skill faster is a little better in my opinion. Of course, you can still go with the raspberry. In order to get a 1-second start, you're going to need at least a total of 24.3% cooldown, including any of the biscuit and the topping set bonus. So as you guys can see, I do have with the set bonus, it's going to be 28.7, and then with the biscuit, I went with the full damage resist bypass. All right, so that is the focus that I have going on here: damage resist and cooldown, and allowing Shadow Milk to have that damage resist bypass to do a little bit more damage. And of course, if you guys are going to go with the raspberry, that is totally fine too. Just focus on the damage resist and the cooldown as well. And then the same thing, damage resist bypass. But for this build, I am using the Swift Chocolate. All right, next one is going to be a Golden Cheese. Golden Cheese is going to be very important because the main thing that you need to focus on is going to be just damage resist. But the other thing is that this HP actually needs to be the lowest inside of the team, because if you guys don't know, Shadow Milk Cookie is going to be targeting the cookie with the lowest HP, and Golden Cheese is the one that needs to be targeted so that she dies early, she pops the revive, and then also activates the vials effect. So it is going to be very important for this particular one to be the lowest. And then of course the biscuit, extra little damage is going to be beneficial, so that's why I went with the earth type damage and damage resist bypass. Anything just that doesn't increase HP is going to be good. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, she is not gonna deal a lot of damage. She's just really there for that extra protection buff to Wind Archer, as well as the vial effect. Next one is gonna be Mystic Flower. So Mystic Flower is gonna have a little bit of a janky build in some people's eye, but it's going to be with 2 of the peanut as well as 3 cooldown. So it does not have to be this specific. However, the main point that you really need to focus on is that the max HP is going to be higher than Golden Cheese. That's the reason why people are going with a non 2-second Mystic Flower, because you already have Shadow Milk with the 2-second or a 1-second. and then you have extra HP so that the Shadow Milk on the enemy team is going to focus on Golden Cheese instead. So we still do have a total of 3-second start because our biscuit does have cooldowns and our other toppings have cooldown, but that extra HP is going to allow, again, Mystic Flower to survive, which was a problem before, where every cookie would just target her instead, because Golden Cheese is like up in the air. You know, other cookies are just not targetable and she dies off, but this is going to prevent that from happening a little bit, and allow you to heal a little bit more as well. So it could be 3 peanut, 4 peanut. You can sacrifice a bit on the cooldown, but the most important thing is, again, this HP is higher than Golden Cheese. And the last one is going to be Wind Archer. Of course, you want to keep the HP higher. He does have a natural high HP, but the next focus is going to be with the Raspberry, focusing on damage resist, cooldown, and attack speed. I have heard that Juicy Apple Jelly also does work. So if you guys want to try that out as well, that's going to be okay. And the damage resist bypass. So that is going to be the topping. And for the treasure is going to be the Jelly Watch Vial as well as the Insignia. But this particular comp is going to counter Insignia Double Tank Shadow Milk Comp, which is going to be with the Burning Spice Dark Cacao with the Snapdragon. So that comp has been very, very popular as well. So let's go into the battle. Before we get into the battle, I do want to let you guys know, as you guys can see, I have deselected the team effect or the rally effect because of the fact that Golden Cheese needs to have low HP. So if you guys actually go into this and click on the leader, you can see the extra 25%. So make sure to deselect that, so that is not going to be active. And then we are going to verse this particular comp here. As you guys can see, it's going to be the Burning Spice with Dark Cacao. And this is most likely going to be Shadow Milk and Snapdragon with the Insignia. So let's go into the battle. So they are going to have a bit of a higher promotion than I am. So, but you can see right here, the gaze is going to come into Golden Cheese. And then Golden Cheese is going to die, activate the vial. And then afterwards, we're going to have the taunts come out by Green Tea Mousse, allowing Shadow Milk as well as our Wind Archer to survive a little bit longer. So you can see right there, Green Tea Mousse took that effect and that skill and was able to, you know, allow Wind Archer and Shadow Milk to survive a bit longer. The Insignia on the enemy team has been activated, and now it's going to come down to our Shadow Milk using the skill and pretty much destroying that Shadow Milk with our Insignia still alive. So even though they did have a higher promotion, we were able to beat it thanks to the combination of Green Tea Mousse and Golden Cheese sacrificing, allowing Wind Archer and Shadow Milk and also Mystic Flower to survive a little bit longer to have the damage come out. So you guys are able to see right over here that Shadow Milk is going to do a lot of damage. And you can see like Green Tea Mousse not going to do a lot of damage. Golden Cheese not going to do a lot of damage. Wind Archer, thankfully, because of the fact that our Golden Cheese and Green Tea Mousse were able to take the skill from the enemy Shadow Milk, was able to dish out about 12 million damage, not far behind Shadow Milk. Again, that is the main point. That was the reason why Wind Archer was falling off of the meta, because of the fact that he was taking all the damage. But because of the fact that now other cookies are taking damage for him, he's able to survive, dish out the damage, and also destroy some of the tanks that he was not able to do before. So again, you guys might be wondering, what does Green Tea Mousse do? Green Tea Mousse, if you guys have watched my review video, the main thing is going to be the taunt and the ability to allow other cookies to take less damage. As you guys can see, absorbs 20% of damage that the allies take, so the damage focus is there. You also do have a taunt for 5 seconds, and also a bit of like, damage reflection and things like that is there as well. So she is able to survive a little bit longer. Of course, she does have extra damages as well when the shield is active, but while it is not active, that's where the topping and the biscuit bonuses come into play. So that is the main focus from our Green Tea Mousse. And then of course with Wind Archer, Golden Cheese buff as well, you do get some extra range bonus once she does die as well. Okay, so here's another one right here. It does I want to guess this is going to be Burning Spice with Shadow Milk, since the Snapdragon is there with Golden Cheese and Dark Cacao. So let's go into it. They do have a little higher Awaken and Ascension, but we should be able to beat it. I mean, the thing that I wish we could have had is a little higher promotion or Ascension on our Green Tea Mousse, but that banner has now been long gone, so sad to see, but we'll just have to work with what we have. But you can see already, like, my 3-star is able to do what she needs to do. So that's the most important thing here, guys. And there you guys go, Green Tea Mousse, and all their tanks are gone. Now it's just Shadow Milk using this skill already in the Eye of Deceit form. All right, and I believe the Insignia also did pop here. So even if our Shadow Milk does die, we still have Insignia, we have the invincibility, but don't even need to pop that, and we are going to be able to win. All right, so there you guys go, 16 million, but you guys can see right here, Wind Archer doing 18 million damage. So again, the importance of having some other cookies tank the damage so that our Wind Archer is able to do the damage that he is supposed to do. So awesome here, guys, and this is a revival of Wind Archer again. Quick fall, and then quickly coming back right up, and then with Green Tea Mousse also being used here as well. All right, guys, so this is going to be the build that is pretty popular right now, and you guys were able to see like the top rankers are using it. It is going to be mainly to focus and target that Insignia comp with the double, tanks up in the front with Dark Cacao and Burning Spice with the Snapdragon. So keep that in mind as well. And again, just keep in mind a couple of things is going to be Golden Cheese. Total HP definitely needs to be lowest. And then having Green Tea Mousse with the most survivability as much as possible with the damage resist buff. And then for Shadow Milk, 2 different builds. I would say just test out which one is going to work for you. Is it going to be the 1 second start with some extra cooldown, or is it going to be with the 2 second start but extra damage and of course the damage resist bypass? So test it out yourself, see which one it works. Again, I wish my Green Tea Mousse was a little bit stronger with the Ascension and promotion, but we got to work with what we have, and still we are able to beat teams that are going to have higher promotion than us, higher awakening than us. So it seems like it is working out. And in the near future, I will make a video talking about all the counters and kind of like the rock, paper, scissors of the arena right now, so that you guys can climb the arena using that information as well. But thanks for watching, guys. Revival of Wind Archer as well as Mystic Flower and also Green Tea Mousse being used inside of the arena. It's nice to see. And yeah, I will catch you guys all in the next video. Thanks for watching.